On the small circuit only, and away they go. A tremendous start. All machines away. Out like a rocket, number 9. Mark Robertson, Grant Roberts were first out of the blocks. Over the jump, all crossed up. Fearsome conditions out here for the chairs, but they'll put on a spectacular show as they go down into the TNT 9 berm for the first time. Number 5, Bergmere and Truan failed to get away, but we've got 6 machines out there to do battle for 20 gruelling minutes. Heat 1, brought to you by Les Walkden Truck Sales and Service of the Australian Championship. Oh, the number 8 machine almost over there, Stewart and DeMarty, but brought it back down again. I tell you what, these passengers are going to have to be working unbelievably hard out there to keep these machines on 3 wheels, that is for sure. Number 5, the boys get it fired, Bergmere and Truan, and they've got a tremendous amount of ground to make up, but any conditions, anything could happen out there. Tremendous conditions out there for them, fearsome conditions. Swinging out onto the Stornoway straight now, and it's number 8 doing it well, Stewart and DeMarty from Victoria, and they're doing it well, these boys. They really get these machines up in the air. These are only the 500 chairs. I tell you what, tomorrow the big machines come out, the big 1,300 chairs, but they really get these machines going. Tremendously tough conditions for them out there, of course, and of course just have a little bit of a thought for the solo boys. They've got to go out and ride straight after these fellas, and I tell you what, fearsome conditions for those as well. Sweeping round towards us now and coming up towards the Suzuki chute. You can see how rugged these conditions are. The number 8 machine completely airborne coming through there, coming into the Suzuki chute now. Number 8, Brian Stewart, Kim DeMarty doing it well at this stage. They're going to take some pegging back from there. Number 11 looking for dry ground. Buckley and Elmy almost bogged it down, but they're giving chase at the moment. Then we go back to number 9. Number 9 is the next crew through, Roberts on the Show and Go Motorcycles machine from South Australia. But I tell you what, when they got that beautiful jump, these boys in front, they're going to take some pegging back from there.
One to go for our race leader, and here comes our second place man, and he's closing in. He's really going. Barry Buckley, the race leader, as he heads to the single jump once again. Oh, and all crossed up, trying to get round the inside, and does get round the inside there of the lap rider, and is closing in. Going to be a tremendously close finish between these two riders, and Bergmere is closing. Buckley, can you hang on for this one? Very close between these riders. Stepping up the pace now, really trying to get into it. Barry Buckley is trying to get going. Bergmere is catching. Bergmere is getting up to him. Half a lap to go for Bergmere and Buckley, our 2 race leaders, as they sweep down onto the back straight. This is where Bergmere is by far the fastest. Along the back straight with less than a lap to go, and here they come onto the last lap. Going to be very close. Bergmere will close in on Buckley down in the southern loop, and they'll sprint to the finish line. Look at him go. Bergmere along the back straight and closes right in. Here we are for the big finish, folks, as they go down into the southern loop for the last time. Down into the southern loop, Bergmere is closing in on Buckley still. Buckley a little bit slower around there. Bergmere coming up onto his back wheel as they make the big sprint to the finish line. And here they go, the do-or-die effort from them. Up to the start-finish line they go, Bergmere and Buckley. Buckley on the inside in the pink, and here they go with a big finish, side by side as they come to the line, and he's done it, folks. Oh, what a tremendous finish.
First round of their championship. This will be a tremendous race for the little 125s. Bikes getting crossed up everywhere, heading for the trees, the tower, everywhere. Now they're sorting themselves out. Bikes down everywhere in the berm. Bikes down everywhere in the TNT 9 berm as they sort themselves out. Number 5, the leader, Jeffrey Lesk from Western Australia. The little fella from Western Australia, the 16-year-old star in the lead at this stage. Jeff Lesk, the leader on 5. Trying to pick them up now, but it's Jeffrey Lesk clearing out at this stage. Then we've got number 17. That's Greg Toyama. Greg Toyama, the American boy, in second at this stage. And it's Trevor Williams on the green meanie up to third. Trevor Williams on 1 up to third. But look at Jeffrey Lesk go down the back on the 125 Honda. The little fella from Western Australia been here practicing in the mud and is flying out there at the moment. 16-year-old sensation from Western Australia doing it brilliantly out there at this stage. Jeffrey Lesk, the leader, back to Greg Toyama from South Australia, the American boy. Then we go back to Williams, Trevor Williams on the Kawasaki, the little green meanie number with the number 1 machine. Heading up the hill for the first time. Tremendous action. You watch them come through the chute. Conditions will be fearsome through the chute here. After the sidecar racing, sweeping round the Honda sweep up the top there. On his way down the hill now, Jeffrey Lesk on 5. Doing it brilliantly, coming down the straightaway now. Heavy conditions over there near the Ian Tilly jump. They're going round the jump over there. Conditions are so heavy leading up to the jump. The stewards have put them round the jump over there. High in the air goes Jeff Lesk, clearing out with this one at this stage. On the number 5 machine, the boy from Western Australia doing it brilliantly out here. He's been here practising really hard in the mud, and it's certainly paying off. The boy from the west, I don't think he usually sees much mud, but he's doing it brilliantly, this boy. +5, almost lost it right in front of his pit man there. Round they come, number 17's our next man, Greg Toyama, Taylor Team Suzuki from South Australia, hotly pursued by Trevor Williams, the current 500 champion on the 125 Green Meanie Kawasaki. Number 14 is next, that's Grant Kramer from Victoria, so some top boys out there up in the front running. Then we've got our first of our Tasmanians, Dean Slatter on 107. Rugged, tough conditions. Here he comes with one to travel. Peter Carney from New South Wales, Team Suzuki Australia, number 7. Here's Jeffrey Lesk. Going to have to pull a desperate one out on this lap. Both boys would be desperately tired. Arms would be aching. That is for sure. Legs would be aching. Heads would be aching, I'd say. But it's box on regardless for these two boys. Round the TNT 9 berm for the last time. We'll watch these two boys fight out the first heat. Young Leisky picking up ground very rapidly here. Really got the little Honda wide open here. Carney, look at young Lesk coming up now. Getting under a slow rider. Can he make it up? Desperately riding out there, the boy from the west. Peter Carney still the leader. Jeffrey Lesk in hot pursuit. Really got that little Honda stoked up there now. Almost lost as he came off the jump. Closing this gap, it's going to be another brilliant finish. Onto the Stornoway straight. Carney has a look over the shoulder. He knows he's a little bit closer. Really stokes it into the little Suzuki now. Now comes Jeffrey Lesk over the Stornoway jump. Absolutely flying on number 5. There's not going to be much in it at the finish, I'd say, but I think Peter Carney might just have enough in reserve as they head on up the Honda Hill. They're going round the Ian Tilly jump there, but of course it's treacherous condition. Oh, a rider down right in the middle of it. Was that our leader? Very hard to tell out there. There's a couple of yellow riders. I don't think it was. As Jeff Lesk closes the gap as they fly up the hill there. Desperately riding through those conditions. Sweeping up round the Honda Hill now is our leader, Peter Carney. Jeff Lesk closing very, very close on him there now. Nothing in it. Riding desperately, young Jeff Lesk. Pulling it all out. Through the twister they come. Tremendous stuff. Get behind them as they come down the hill, folks. There's nothing between them as they come down towards the answer jump. Get behind your favourite rider, young Jeff Lesk versus Peter Carney. Brilliant racing from these two boys. Get behind them as they come through. It's been a tremendous duel. Here he comes, Peter Carney. Jeff Lesk also in sight. It's going to be a fantastic finish again. Young Leisky pulling everything out on the little Honda. Coming up and into the tyres. Tried it too hard. Peter Carney takes it out. With 1 minute sign up for them. Doing it well as they sit in behind number 12, Nathan Ahola from South Australia. Doing it well, the boys in 11. Only got to keep the machine on 3 wheels for another lap and a bit because the 1 minute signed up, so they'll come round this time to get the final lap flag. Little few spits of rain coming down too. Could make things interesting this afternoon. Number 5 battling by Russell Bergmere. Then number 14 coming up there, chasing hard. Lucas and Gregory. They've got, you can safely say, 2 laps to travel to. Our leaders with about a lap and a half to go. They'll come round this time to get the last lap flag as they head out onto the Stornoway straight again. There's our leaders coming down the Stornoway straight. The boys in red and blue, the big blue machine, number 11, Barry Buckley and Russ Elmy, Blair Athol Auto Parts, Norton Wasp 850 from South Australia. Yes, that's for sure, and Russell Bergmere is, you can safely say, defending his lead in the championship out there at the moment. And slowly but surely these boys from South Australia in third are cutting them down. Both these combinations, a lap and a half to travel for number 5, Russ Bergmere. And look at them come out after them now on the big 1000 Suzuki, riding very, very hard, the boys on 14, Lucas and Gregory. Here's our leader, number 11, on his last lap, going on to his last lap. Pretty weary looking boys. as they go by the Ridden a Brilliant race. Let's watch the tremendous battle for the minor placing. This could decide the championship. Number 5, Russ Bergmere and Lester Truan coming through the chute, battling on. Machine right off song now and battling away out there. Here comes the big number 14 Machine. Can they cut them down now? Leaders into the hairpin, going up to the Walkden double jump. Here's their big number 14. Round again. Really working hard, those boys. Swinger really hanging on that time as they leap into the TNT 9 berm. Our leader swinging out onto the Stornoway straight for the last time in this one. Ridden a brilliant race, these fellas in front. Buckley and Elmy on number 11. Watch the big race, though, for the minor placings. Still Bergmere in the red. Doing it well, swinging out onto the Stornoway straight, and I don't think the number 14 Machine will get to them. Our leader just through the Ian Chilly corner, heading round the Hanson Sleeper now. Coming up to finish this one out, the Les Walkden Truck Sales and Service. Heat 2 of the Australian 1300cc Sidecar Championship. Here they come, the boys on 11, Ridden a Brilliant race, a spectacular second heat of the championship. Coming up to greet the checkered flag, coming home nice and quietly, not taking any risks. Checkered flag goes out for the boys, and a big win there. Pat on the head for the driver there from the passenger. Great job, Buckley, Barry Buckley and Russ Elmy from South Australia.
Alongside him, 22 is Robert Twyrold. Alongside him, number 4 is Mike Langman. Then alongside him, I can't quite pick the number up from behind the tapes there, but alongside him 64 Craig Jones, number 2 Bentley Oman, 58 the unlisted rider, 22 Troy Penny, 7 is Peter Carney, 23 is Stephen Rowland, 9 is Stephen Gall, and 118 Rodney McKenzie. Right, it's a no start at the moment, just waiting on them. Winding them up, ready now for a start, hand off and racing, and out of the middle of Peter Carney got the jump on the field that time as they head down now into the TNT 9 berm for the first time, and Carney gets past there by we'll pick him up as he gets a little bit closer, and it's number 9, Stephen Gall. Stephen Gall into the lead. Behind him, number 7, Peter Carney. Number 2 it is, no, Bentley Oman, the Tasmanian rider. So it's Stephen Gall, Bentley Oman, Peter Carney, and then it would be one of the Honda riders, I think, behind him as they splash down into the creek crossing for the first time. And he's down. And Bentley Oman is down again. Bentley Oman having a dynamic race today. He's fallen off in every leg and having really bad trouble. So Stephen Gall, our race leader, down into the southern crossing now. Behind him, number 7, Peter Carney. Then the next one looks like Jeff Leisky. Jeff Leisky, the next one behind him. Then it looks like, number 23, I think, and that's Stephen Rowland. Race leaders now coming round onto the main start-finish straight once again. Past the answered sign they go, up to the TNT 9 finish line. Number 9, Stephen Gall, our race leader. Stephen Gall riding for the New South Wales Yamaha dealers. Then Peter Carney on the Suzuki in second. Jeff Leisky on the Honda in third. 13 is the next one, Neville Cutt. 23, Stephen Rowland. Then 14 is Grant Kramer. And 22, Robert Twyrold. And that's our leading group of riders. But just look at our race leader go. He's pulling away from the field. Get back there in second. The battle is really on. Very close racing now between these 3 riders. Number 7, the race leader, the second place one in that group there. Number 7 it is, and that's Peter Carney. Jeff Leisky right down the outside there. And Neville Cutts, I think it is, with them. Down into the creek crossing they go. Once again through the creek crossing and heading off along the back straight. Race leader by a mile. He's really getting away from the rest of the field. Stephen Gould